Welcome to the Isle of Man TT 2024. The bikes are ready and everybody is raring to go. It's set to be some exciting racing and we cannot wait to get going.
Starting first, Pete Bounds and Jevon Walmsley. And of course, Ben Birchall unable to take the start. Here are the Crow brothers. What can they do? This always looks so nervous, doesn't it, on the Sidecar outfit?
Have a listen to that engine scream.
Oh, lovely. Oh, he's pulled off to the side of the road.
World and British champions.
Ryan and Callum Crow closing down on Pete Bounds. They're fantastic performance. They're hunting for that win, aren't they?
Class act. Oh, and the gap's closed. Nice, clean pass. Oh, just floating that sidecar wheel. That really is a very, very daunting turn.
Look at this.
Callum Crow like an acrobat, twisting, flying his body in.
Bounds and Walmsley back up the inside. They run wide though. The Crow blast back into the lead.
This is unbelievable.
I'm still in awe of the passengers every single time we see it. Really pushing hard.
But we don't want to speak too soon.
Brilliant. That is high speed start. I'm in awe. I really am. They first TT win for Ryan and Callum Crow.
Riding with a level of skill and speed well beyond their years.
Hard to describe. You've just lived your dream with your brother. That's all we ever wanted in life, really, is to win a TT and done it.
Loads of people out there waving and cheering. It's great. No, it's really good.
It feels like a bit of a dream, to be honest. I feel like I'm going to wake up and it's going to be race day all over again.
Riding around this place is just awesome, isn't it? You know, like the speeds and whatnot.
It's not only a race, it's everything around it.
Oh, how good's this? Where else would you want to be? Nothing prepares you for that. I'm down there in the fair and I'm just watching the curve come there.
It's really good to be back. I love riding my sidecar here.
As far as the TT goes, it's a pretty perfect start in my books.
It's got to take a lot of time to get used to how fast you actually go.
It's all a bit surreal, really, but what an amazing place.
Here comes the tap on the shoulder and we're underway. Here they are, number 3.
A man with some serious experience, Dave Molyneux.
Oh, listen to that. Let's see what the gaps are looking like this time around. Oh dear, pulling up already.
The Honda is singing, absolutely nailed it.
Very good.
That's lap record pace, actually, if it were a player.
Unreal. Right now you've got, what, 5 outfits fighting it out for third. Wouldn't that be a story if Dave Molyneux looked it on the podium this afternoon? And he is up for this one. He's up for the fight.
Braking hard now. Oh, yeah.
What?
That was a big jump, all 3 wheels.
Love that footage.
That's so committed, that bike's loud.
Wow! That's under lap record pace. They've got ahead of Ben and Kev on the road.
Lap record might be on.
Oh, they're just outside by a 10. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. What a performance. Will they join the 120 club as well? They celebrate over the line and they do join the 120 club.
Yeah, TT 2024, not bad.
I'm so happy, I'm so thankful to Kev. He did a mega job.
I'm delighted. I didn't expect it, so over the moon.
Absolutely amazing to do that. An absolute dream come true.
Yeah, the Manx took over today, didn't they?
Massive thank you to Chris Bowman and his team for all the dedication he puts into Sidecar. It's unbelievable.
Hello freewheelers around the world and welcome to Wednesday night edition of the Daily Download. My name's Jack Laidlow and you join me here in the top paddock where all the Burger Vans got all these spectators. It's very busy this afternoon. Just about to enjoy tonight's qualifying session. It's the first qualifying session of the week. I'm going to take you around the paddock now just before scrutiny even opens for the Sidecar, see who we can find. So come on then. No, it's very busy here. Now the marvellous people. Would you like just a quick word for freewheeling on YouTube? So, how are you liking TT so far?
Good, yeah.
This is your first time of it?
No, I live here.
Oh, fair enough. And yourself?
I live it too, yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Whereabouts on the island do you live?
Kurt Michael, I'm trapped.
Douglas.
Oh, Douglas.
Just down the road. Yeah.
Oh, get on. So where are you watching the practice from tonight?
Oh, we're not. We're just here for the clothes.
I was more just here for the...
Just going for a bit of shopping, have you?
Fantastic. Think of your name.
My name's Jack Laidlow.
I told you. It's Jack.
Well, we'd love it to meet you. What's your name?
That's a Jack as well.
Yeah, well, nice to meet you, Jack. Jack's United, yeah? And you? Senna. Good name, Senna. Oh, nice to meet you, Paul. So obviously we work with freewheeling here. What do you think of the sidecars?
Pardon?
We're with freewheeling, so what do you think of the sidecars?
I love sidecars, they're nice, but...
Yeah. Have you ever seen them apart from the TT?
No, only here.
Only here.
Fantastic. So obviously we've only had 3 practice so far. It's first qualifying tonight. But who do you think looked good yesterday? What's your prediction for the sidecars?
Oh, I don't know, any one of them.
Fair enough then. But they're just good to watch, eh?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think the local boys will do well, wouldn't they?
Absolutely, them Crow lads,
They had great last year, didn't they? Yeah. And I'm sure Birchall will be up there, but yeah, let's wait and see.
Superb. So I see you in Levers, yeah? Have you got your motorbike yourself?
Yeah, it's down there.
Oh, get on, what have you got?
A CVF 125.
I get on, that'll do.
Identifies as an R1.
That's brilliant. Well, I'll tell you what, lads, I'll leave you to it. Leave you to watch practice, or not watch practice, or do your shopping, or whatever you want to do this afternoon. And but can I just get a free wheeling off you? Just use your finger at the camera. Superb. That's live on YouTube as well, so have a little look. You're very welcome. So there's just a few spectators enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the shops. We're not the racing, but so there we go. So if you like to come with me, we could just go into the paddock now and see what's actually happening with everybody. I have heard some news. So the number 33 outfit of John Shipley, just before the start of the week, you might have heard that they unfortunately haven't had, the passenger had to withdraw due to medical reasons. However, luckily, he managed to get a hold of Jodie James, who was a newcomer here last year. He'd come all the way from Donfanau in southwest Wales to come and race at the TT. So it's absolutely marvellous. So I was speaking to John before. Apparently Jodie got into Douglas at 6 o'clock this morning. He hasn't slept much, but he's absolutely fired up to go out tonight and spin some laps around this circuit, which is absolutely brilliant. This is just another TT tail, a terrific TT tail. I love it. I love the Isle of Man. As you can see behind me, not only is it a Sidecar qualifying tonight, of course, there's some solo classes going out. I'm not entirely sure over which solo class are going out. I don't really dabble with two wheels, in all honesty. I'm a freewheeling thoroughbred, me. We also had some problems. If you watched the daily download yesterday, you'll have heard about Alan Thomas didn't manage to finish his second lap. I was speaking to the team today, though. They've got their engine, they've got their spare engine in, and they're ready to go. Just looking out for kids on bikes again, because you know my history there. But yeah, no, I think we're all good. I really want to catch up with Mick Donovan and Jake Roberts. I'm sure I'll leave that to Hayley as well, because I'm sure they'll be about. But they were black flagged, unfortunately, yesterday due to smoke off the machine, but they were both okay. But I want to see what happened there. But around this corner, you're going to have you'll be able to see the PFM brake system. That's Wally Saunders. He's a Manx lad, and he, as the name suggests, he supplies a lot of brake systems to a lot of Sidecar teams. He also races classic Sidecars. He used to race at the pre-TT, and now that was a cracking wheelie for Wednesday. Now let's see if we can find it here. So, have you got a couple of minutes? How are we doing, Wally? You all right?
Absolutely fine. How's yourself?
Very good, thank you. So, PFM brake systems are back here for another year. Do apologise. And so how's it all going for you?
Well, so far so good. It's a little bit.
Don't go too far.
Alan, you are required over here, being a TT current rider. We're good here. Luckily we've got quite a lot of the boys using our PFM brake stuff. So fundamentally, we're just here to support them and help anybody out that needs it.
Perfect. So can you just talk us through some of the services that you can do here, and some of the stuff that you have for sale?
Well, it's basically it's more or less pit stuff for people to have a look at and just to see what we do. I mean, we help the lads out with pads, and if somebody has a disc problem, we've got disc. We've also got a full range of hand controls there, master cylinders, thumb brakes, pull brakes, and all the latest developments. But it's some of the little bits and pieces that the guys are short of, the odd bolts and stuff like that. And we've got the workshop on the island, so we can take stuff back there, machine it if they need it. So we just kind of here to help, really.
Fantastic. Whereabouts are you based in the island, just so people can know if they need to get the brake systems?
Okay, we're just outside of Peel, halfway between Peel and Kirkmichael.
Absolutely fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Wally, and it's always great to catch up with you. Can we just get a free wheelie off you?
You certainly can. All the boys.
Thank you, sir. So, Alan Thomas, it's always great to, you never know you're going to find in this tent, do you? So, you had your first couple of laps of practice yesterday, and I believe you had a little problem, did you?
Yeah, we got a lap and a half in, and the cam chain let go and smashed a perfectly good engine to bits.
I see. Can you just tilt your bit? You've got the. I see. And so, have you got it sorted for tonight? We're going to see you out there again.
We've got another engine in, Horst Woolsack engine. So it's beautifully refreshed. So nice, easy lap to run it in. Then and we got some fresh rubber on. So way to go! Tonight's the big night.
Spot on. You got a 4-minute session tonight. Do you think you're going to get 3 laps in, or?
I doubt I'll get. if I'm lucky, I'll get 2 in.
Fantastic. I was speaking to Andrew Siglas before, Siggy, for those who know him. He said he had a couple of problems, but I think he sorted himself out for tonight, you think?
Yeah, nothing major, just the first night, sort of bumps and bruises. He seems perfectly happy. He seems to be enjoying himself. He's very happy.
Perfect. And you mentioned a name there, Horst Wolzak. Now, I believe that he's helped you out a little bit through the years and to get here many times.
Yeah, it's his bike I'm racing. So he raced it at the Southern for 32 years. And
blooming solos.
Yeah. Horse raced it at the Southern for 32 years, and when he'd finished, he sort of ummed and ahed about selling it, and he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. so there you go.
Superb. Well, I'll leave you to it because obviously Scrutiny even opens in quarter of an hour, so you'll be busy getting away and get yourself sorted. But got any plans for tonight, or just get round and go?
One steady one, and then we'll warm it up a bit. We had a lot of traffic to deal with last night, which caused...
Give us one of these. What? Freewheeling like that. There we go, never mind. Perfect. Yeah, a lot of traffic last night, I do apologise. It's what happened at the TT, isn't it?
Yep. There you go.
There we go. Anyway, spot on. All the best for tonight, Alan, and then probably catch up with you later on in the week as well.
Right, take care.
Can we get freewheeling off, yeah? Perfect. Thank you. Have a good night. Right there, now we're doing everybody. So how are we getting on tonight? We're in the tent of the lovely number 27 pairing of Bruce Miller and Mark Gash, who's surprisingly gone somewhere. I've always seen it out and about. Bang on the side of Anyhow, I'll speak to the driver. So how are we doing, Bruce?
Yeah, it's all right. We've had a bit of an issue with when you let the throttle off, it's sort of weaving all over the place. So we found that the ride height was higher at the front than the back, so we've levelled it up now to try and level it out. First lap yesterday, we had the privilege to take around French newcomers. It's a nice steady lap. Other than that, it's just a new bike and it's totally different to what I'm used to, really.
Absolutely. You're driving you on a Baker outfit this year, right?
6 this year.
And then last year you on a Honda Irison, weren't you?
Yeah, Irison I've had for many, many years. I've been riding Irisons here since 1996. So it's a total different entity. Yeah.
And yeah, so what was the idea behind this move then?
Just to try and get more competitive in the British Championship.
Oh, and here we go.
Yeah.
He's one of our favourite Irish people in this paddock. How are we doing, Mr. Gash?
You're only saying that because I'm the only Irish guy you know in the paddock.
I say nothing here. I have no answer to that. So just to Bruce about the bike and the changes for this year. You just said you're trying to get a bit more pace in at the TT and at the British Championship.
Yeah, it's worked already because me and Ashley got a second at Mallory. First podium finish for us in over 20 years. Oh, so nice. Just got to try and put that performance into me and Gashi. We get there.
Fantastic. And so you working well together, though, aren't you? The pairing's back for another year?
Yeah, like why wouldn't you? And do you know what? I suppose the idea of the new bike as well, like we spoke about it last year. I won't say we didn't get to the end of the Irison, but we probably got as far as we were going to go with that bike. And like that bike's got a bit of pedigree behind it. It's a cracking bike. I suppose having Tony in the paddock is damn handy as well. I mean,
because Tony Baker, the person who made the bike.
Yeah. So he's been up to us 2 or 3 times already, and he's so willing and so giving with his knowledge. It's as near as we're going to get with factory, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Tony's mega. It's been great help. I suppose we're on the back foot a little bit. The fact that we were on the Irison the last couple of years, and you'd been on it a couple of years before that, we had a base setting for the Irison. So going out last night, we had 0 base setting for TT. It was just try to figure out as we went along. One slow lap, pushed on a little bit, figured out what we didn't like, what we did like, made a couple of changes, and see what tonight does for us, really.
Fantastic. So we all set then. What's the plan for tonight then, Bruce? Just get a couple of ones under your belt?
Yeah, first just a steady lap just to see if the changes work, and if it all works well, then we go for a second. So just get another couple for qualifying. Whether we make the time, we'll wait and see.
Absolutely perfect. And now just talking about a bit of racing that you do in England there, you said that you raced with Ashley Moore, your son, of course. So what's the decision of coming here with Mark Gash rather than your son on another bike?
Right, well, Ashley was on with Conrad Harrison last year for the British and for the TT, but prior to the TT, Ashley had a hernia and he put off the operation to do the TT. So he's waited and he had to go in February this year. So he was obviously in recovery from his hernia. At the time, we didn't know that Conrad was retiring, So me and Gashi had already sorted out for this year, and yeah, that was the main reason really. We'd already sorted out that we were going to do the TT, and Ashley couldn't do it because of his problems. So that's why I'm with the Madman.
Perfect. Now, of course, it's not just Bruce that has had a couple of passengers on. You've been riding with a couple of drivers as well, haven't you?
Yeah. So, I suppose the main guy is Darren at home in Ireland, Irish champion. Yeah, you were over with us last year, and we didn't beat you, but we gave you a bit of a run in one of the races. So yeah, so myself and Darren picked up Irish Championship last year, and this year's more or less the same. Doing everything at home with Darren. Hopefully, got a couple of trips across the water. On with Mick Bell again. We're picking out a few Scottish rounds, a few Bimsey rounds, maybe a few British rounds with Mick Bell, and back to Southern as well with Michael Kirkup.
Oh, very.
Yeah, and another baker. Yeah.
Oh, superb. So is it normal for passengers to jump on with like not lots of people, but have a couple of rides during the season?
Do you know what? The funny thing was last year I said I wasn't going to do as much as I did. I had 49 finishes last year. I finished 49 races and I think I had 4 DNFs. And I said last year I'm not doing that much again. And yeah, I'm doing the same amount again. So, yeah, do you know what? Love racing at home. But I just love going to different tracks as well. And do you know what? We've always said it, sidecar racing, the racing is almost a small part of it. It's the community, it's the people you get to know. And you know what, just travelling around, getting to spend a weekend with a couple of mates and race your bike.
Yeah, fantastic. Can't ask for more than that.
Doesn't get any better than that, does it?
No, but what's it like having a passenger on that's you know, been riding with a few people this year? Did it help the experience? You know, help to get out a bit more track time? Do you think, for a driver's perspective?
No, it makes no difference whatsoever with Gashi. It's nice to have someone that knows the craft. Yeah. You know, I wouldn't come here with anybody else that's not done. You know, we've been 3 years now for us.
This is third year. Yeah, it's our third season, our third TT. Yeah.
Yeah. I trust him. We have a good laugh and good fun. You know, there's no reason why we can't put a decent time together. It's just a case of getting time on the bike and getting this set up to how we like to ride it.
Absolutely perfect. Well, you can't. Hopefully it all goes well tonight. Like you say, you get a couple of laps and get a bit set up. I'm really sorry, Julie. I've been reaching over there all the time there. How are you doing? How's your TT going?
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
Good. Back game again. Sporting Bruce, sporting it all.
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic. Right then, everyone, can we just get a freewheeling and have a fantastic evening tonight? Perfect.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Jack.
Thank you very much. Superb. The sun is shining again. Oh, that's brilliant. I had a little bit of a weather update there. I actually missed what they said, but never mind. Hello, sir. Sorry. So I think in the background there, if we're quick, we can just get in before they head off to scrutineering, but you can see, I mean, you can't miss the bright pink awning of GLR Sidecars, Greg Lambert Racing. Now, we caught up with them at the pre-TT, but now that we've come up to Nobles Park, all right, let's see what's changed. No, this is one amazing thing about Greg Lambert is that they've got lots of furniture, lots of bikes in the tent, and it's always very popular. I mean, like I say, you can't really miss it. Let's just see if we can get a couple of words with a couple of people. Greg, can we just grab a couple of words? Yeah, spot on. So we've had first practice last night. How did it go for you? All happy?
Yeah, just all damp again. You know, it's just like it's been a dry day today, and we just heard the announcement that it's still damp under the trees. So it just shows, where the damp holds all the time, So I enjoyed last night. It was good. It was. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. We held back for a bit to let all the lads go, and I just wanted to go out and do my own thing, and have a look around and see how it was going. But we got a lot better on the second lap. It was a lot quicker, and so I'm looking forward to tonight. The bike's handling really well. Did a couple of little tweaks last night, transformed it, and it's handling really, really well. So yeah, confident of having a nice night. So hopefully it'll go all right and get some decent time in, for a qualifying time. That's 3 laps we've actually done in now, so, with a newcomer lap. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Perfect. And so just go back to last night then. We all saw you hold back a little bit. What was that, just to give a bit of gap so you could get a good clear run and stuff like that?
Yeah, my bike wasn't warmed up to where I wanted it to be, really. And I I want the engine right, you know, for when we go out. And there's a lot of like fast, really newcomers, you know, that are like really keen to go. It's just like, yeah, off you go, let them do the thing, and I'll just pick my spot where I wanted to go. And you know, I actually ended up exactly where I should have set off. So we caught an awful lot of people, and it was just nice and steady. And yeah, I was dead chuffed with last night. Yeah, could all change tonight, but could be at the back of the grid. You never know, and go dead slow. But it is what it is, and we'll just do our best.
Fantastic. Now, obviously, as you say, it's been announced that it's a little bit damp in patches. Do you think with your experience, of course, it's your 33rd year racing at the Isle of Man, do you think with your experience that helps when it comes to damp patches and little bits of non-perfect conditions?
Well, went out on the newcomers lap, and my group, like, I took it real steady, and they all came home behind me, and I know other people in other groups, they spun it 3 times. You know, in 30 odd years, I've never done a spin, actually, as in a spin. So yeah, I'd like to think the experience is there a little bit. You know, the roads are different to the short circuits, and that's exactly why I sat back last night and just let those like fast newcomer lads, you know, get dialed in and do what they want to do, and leave them to it. And you know, they'll learn with experience. And I've spoke to most of them last night. They've had a nice chat, and I've tried to pass a little bit of experience on, and just calmly does it. You know, just steady away and build up to it. And there's nothing won in the first couple of nights, you know. They've got to learn the place first. Otherwise, you know, it'll bide.
Absolutely, but I tell you what, on a good note, it's really good to see so many newcomers in here, isn't it, this year? There's 13 newcomers in the Sidecar class alone.
Just fabulous, isn't it? You know, that's the future of the TT. All the new young ones are coming through, and that's exactly where the TT want it, you know, and that's looking strong and for the future for the TT. And hopefully more and more will come up and see that and want to be part of it, you know. And I'd like to think I'll bring a few in myself from the school next year. There's all newcomers coming in, so it's only going to grow and grow and grow, which is great for the future of the TT and the Sidecar class.
Absolutely. I mean, there's only 33 bikes in the grid, but there's 33 very, very good and very competitive bikes, isn't there?
It's a very fast grid this year. There's no two ways about it. There's a lot of young lads, you know, who are very, very fast from out the start line, you know, and they're being very fast at home. And you know, it's going to be an interesting year. There's going to be a lot of surprises this year, I think. If they all keep it together, there's going to be a lot of young lads up there this year, that's for sure.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you very much. Scrutineering opens in a couple of minutes now for you, so I'll leave you to it and leave you to your last few checks. But it'll be a fantastic night tonight, Greg. Any plans for tonight, or just go out and get 2 more laps down?
Yeah, get 2 laps in, get 2 timed laps, hopefully, and it'd be nice just to get a half-decent time in, just to start building on that, and then, you know, I'm going to have to feel 18 again to keep up with these young ones. So, you know, it's going to be an interesting night, this one, because it is timed. It's their first timed, and they'll want a time, just like everybody else. But it's just a steady away build-up, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm not here to prove everything. I'm here to get round as quick as I can, safely as I can.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much, Greg. I hope you have a fantastic evening tonight, and we'll see you later on in the week. But for now, just get a free wheelie.
Thank you.
Marvellous. Dab hand at that now. And I'll tell you what, just before we leave the 10, I just want to get a couple of words with Mr. Bulk here. So, Frankie, how are we getting on? I've just done something there. Am I blocking his chair? I'm really sorry. So, Frankie, how are we getting on? All right?
Well, yes, yeah.
That gave it
enjoying it. As usual.
Spot on, as you say, as usual. Now, what year is this at the TT for you?
I can't remember, but I first came here in 1957, and I haven't missed many years.
Fantastic. And how much change in the time that you've...
tremendous changes. I mean, well, all the works teams were here, all the sponsorship was here, all oil companies, petrol companies. You could run a bike a lot cheaper then because you didn't buy anything. People were wanting to give you their product.
Yeah.
And that was the difference.
Wow, hey, that's really interesting, that, to be fair, obviously, because there's a lot of money involved just to get here now, rather than to go quicker.
But, I mean, when we were running, say, Yamahas, TZ 750 Yamahas, you used to have a 13-gallon tank. So you went up one morning and filled it up for nothing. And then when you got back, maybe just do 1 lap. So you had 2 laps of petrol left. So you emptied it out and went and filled it up again on the night time. Don't tell them that.
No, I won't tell anyone that. That's another great TT tale, though, isn't it? Over these years, you must have gathered so many different stories and so many different faces and famous names that's been in and out of this paddock.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily the famous names. It's all the characters in the paddock that make the TT. You know, there's people come walking past and say hello. You cannot do this anywhere else apart from the TT. You go to the Grand Prix and they're all locked in. Ever since the Americans came, they closed all the paddocks. Before that, the paddocks were open and you could go around. I was fortunate. I worked as a scrutineer for the ACU for years, so I could get in and speak to these different people. But Joe Bloggs public, I mean, come here today and little children walking past. Oh, they want to go and sit on the bike, you know, and it's made their day.
Yeah.
Whereas at big meetings, you can't get in.
No, well, absolutely, and like you say, that's probably like a little change that you've seen throughout in the domestic scene. You've always been about Sidecar, though, haven't you, Frankie? You've been dabbling in Sidecars, sponsoring, and you even used to race, didn't you?
I'm a Sidecar man. I have rode a couple of solos as well. I've still got a Sidecar. You know, it's for sale. Get the picture there. Sidecar's a totally different way of life than. They're a lot more friendly. Well, you've only got to look around here, the number of people that we've got helping with are prepared to give up the holiday for to come here for to clean bikes. Or, you know, I mean, I just do but washing and cooking and bottle washing. But it's all the jobs that have all got to be done, haven't they?
Absolutely. If you don't do it, someone else has got to do it.
It's a team. You've got to all work together and get on. You know.
Absolutely. We're talking about getting on. I think we want to get this Sidecar out here. So as we all say, as you see on the bike, cheers, Frankie.
Cheers.
Can we just get a free wheeling off you?
And you. I'll get 3.5 if you like.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Have a good one, mate.
That's right,
All right, and as you can see in this tent, we got like basically a museum of Sidecars there. We got the podium finish, the second place at this year's pre-TT bike, the imp there that Greg Lambert was riding down there. He's setting off number 13 this year. He was number 15 last year. Should be very, very happy with that, going up a little bit in the world. Now, I've only got 5 minutes here with you. Now, let's just go and see if we can get another crew and see what crack is there. I've got to say also, I've got repping a new merch. What do you think? These fleeces are for sale on our website, motorwild.shop, and we're also in our tent. If you're here at the TT or on the island somewhere, come and visit our tent. We're in the top TT paddock, just behind the Grandstand there. And if you go on our motorwild.shop website and order a thing, we have a promo code of TT25, and that gets you 10% off. There you go, Ben. Little plug for you. Now there's number 14 of Bob Dawson and Matty Sims. I won't get them again. I think we've pested them enough this time so far. Let's just show and see if we can get number 4 pairing of Lee Crawford and Scott Hardy. What's up? Maybe not. Here we go. So up here we have the new family pairing. We've split a family here. Funny racing. We caught up with them lads in the podcast in the studio, put Crogger the other day. They're tremendous and they're just absolutely loving the TT. So, as I say, we split a family here. So, last year, many years before, you might have heard of John and James Shaw is running outfit here, and this beautiful outfit here. Now James has decided to take up racing himself, and he'll be setting off number 22 with passenger Steve Soko, whereas his dad and Vicky Cook are going to be setting off number 8. Now then, Vicky, would you be up for a couple of words?
Yes, not too bad. How are you?
Yes, good, thank you.
Good.
Hello, Hoots. Hello.
Get the dog on the telly.
Hello, mate.
Joey.
Now, what's your predictions? Who's going to win the TT this year, Joey? Yeah? Who's going to win the TT? Oh, good lad.
Good boy.
Good boy. Anyhow, perfect. So Vicky, it's absolutely tremendous to see you here after the season that you've had. Can you just tell us a little bit about what this season?
Yeah, so 10 weeks ago we went to Croft, first meeting of the year, and I had a little bit of a mishap, ended up with quite a few broken bones, and 10 weeks later we're here and ready to go down Bray Hill again. So yeah, it has been a rough 10 weeks. To be fair, we managed to get out of Snetterton a couple of weeks ago. Just to make sure that we were ready to come here, really.
That's absolutely an amazing TT story, that is.
Yeah, it has been tough. I see Kirsty, one of the physios that's working here anyway, I see her outside of TT time, and Aidan at ITRM has been helping me as well. So it's been a rough road to get here, but we're here, so...
Well, it's superb to see you here. We're just showing me we've split a family by accident, really, haven't we? We've got yourself and John, we've got James and Sarah around the corner as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's been good. Started riding with John after last year's TT, did the FSRA championship, and then managed to convince him to do another TT. So, yeah, we're enjoying it though. James and Sarah are settling in really well, so yeah, it's really good.
Fantastic. And of course, with your injuries and stuff, you had 2 laps yesterday. Are you feeling fit and out and ready to go again today?
We just got the one in yesterday, to be fair. It was quite sketchy out there. There's quite a lot of damp patches. I got held up a little bit. I wasn't 100% comfortable. So we just did the 1 lap yesterday, and then we'll try and go for 2 today, and got a bit more comfortable, a bit of padding in some different places, had to strap my knees up, so yeah, we're getting there.
That's superb. So you think you've changed enough and tonight should be a lot better?
Yeah, hopefully. The conditions, I think, will just make it better anyway. It was really sketchy out there yesterday. Fair play to the boys that were going for it, because it was a bit hairy at times, but yeah, see what tonight brings.
Fantastic. And so you're sitting off number 8 this year. You're in the top 10. Of course, it's not seeded, but still, to have a top 10 plate is a fantastic achievement.
Yeah, massive. Yeah, it's an honour really to be top 10, probably in any sport really, but particularly here. So it was a nice surprise. There's no monkey on his back, so we just do what we need to do and off we go. Yeah,
exactly. And of course, you're riding with John. He's got years of experience here. As yourself, you've got many years.
Yeah, definitely. Riding with John's, it's different again. Rode with Jack Russell last year, his solo rider Maria a couple of years ago, so it's a different experience for me again. But John's great, dead smooth, and just a good team to be around, really.
Fantastic. Yeah. So we're going into tonight. Any plan for tonight? You're just going to try and get a couple of more under your belt and make sure you're comfortable again.
Yeah, just get two more steady laps in, just build us up, and then see what tomorrow brings. Really, I don't think the weather's looking so good for tomorrow, but we'll see if we can get going a bit tonight. It'd be good.
Yeah, superb. So how do you pass the long days here at the TT when you've got nothing to do until 6 o'clock?
I've obviously spent a lot of time in the physio tent this last few days. I went to the spa earlier.
The shop or the resort?
Everyone's been saying that.
I thought it's fair.
Everyone's been saying that. No, you're a bit late to the party on that one. No, we just had sort of an hour in there. I've had to have my leathers adjusted a couple of times, so I've been to Christine at Peel a few times. So last couple of hours have dragged a bit though. It is a long day, isn't it? So it's a long day when you get all ready and you get to go up the road and then they tell you you're not going. That makes it worse. So.
But your focus must sort of shift during the day. Is it almost like a holiday during the day into the last couple of hours?
Pretty much, yeah. I think it's hard to stay focused sometimes. It's first year that I've had where I feel completely relaxed here, like really, really relaxed. But it can be hard to stay focused.
And so how do you lock back in then to get your focus and get yourself ready again?
Probably with about an hour to go, really. As soon as you start getting ready, like put your skins on, 151s on, putting your leathers on, and then get as much water down you as you can, as much fluid on board, and then off we go.
Absolutely fantastic. Well, I'll leave you to because we're actually running out of time here on the down low. So thank you very much. We'll just get a free wheel off you
with my manky hand, Jack.
Perfect. Have a good one tonight.
Cool. Cheers, Jack.
In fact, can we get a free wheeling off the whole team, please? Can everyone get your fingers? Go on, everyone. Can we do this for me? You ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Perfect. Well, that's it for the day down low today on Wednesday the 28th for me. So thank you very much for watching, and you see me and Hayley in about quarter of an hour up in Park Ferme getting all the interviews just before they go out. So all I have to say is free wheeling by the sport for the sport.
Welcome to the Isle of Man TT 2024. The bikes are ready and everybody is raring to go. It's set to be some exciting racing, and we cannot wait to get going.
Starting first, Pete Bounds and Jevon Walmsley. Of course, Ben Birchall unable to take the start. Here are the Crow brothers. What can they do? This always looks so nervous, doesn't it, on the Sidecar outfit?
Have a listen to that engine scream.
Oh, lovely. Oh, he pulled off to the side of the road.
World and British champions.
Ryan and Callum Crow closing down on Pete Bounds. They're fantastic performance. They're hunting for that win, aren't they?
Class act. Oh, and the gap's closed. Nice, clean pass. Oh, just floating that sidecar wheel. That really is a very, very daunting turn.
Look at this.
Callum Crow like an acrobat, twisting, flying his body in.
Bounds and Walmsley back up the inside. They run wide though. The Crow blast back into the lead.
This is unbelievable.
I'm still in awe of the passengers every single time we see it. Really pushing hard.
But we don't want to speak too soon.
Brilliant. That is high speed start. I'm in awe. I really am. They first TT win for Ryan and Callum Crow.
Riding with a level of skill and speed well beyond their years.
Hard to describe. You've just lived your dream with your brother. That's all we ever wanted in life, really, is to win a TT. And
loads of people out there waving and cheering. It's great. No, it's really good.
It feels like a bit of a dream, to be honest. I feel like I'm going to wake up and it's going to be race day all over again.
Riding around this place is just awesome, isn't it? You know, like the speeds and whatnot.
It's not only a race, it's everything around it.
Oh, how good's this? Where else would you want to be? Nothing prepares you for that. I'm down there in the fair and I'm just watching the curve come there.
It's really good to be back. I love riding my sidecar here.
As far as the TT goes, it's a pretty perfect start in my book.
It's got to take a lot of time to get used to how fast you're actually going.
It's all a bit surreal, really. But what an amazing place.
Here comes the tap on the shoulder and we're underway. Here they are, number 3.
A man with some serious experience, Dave Molyneux.
Oh, listen to that. Let's see what the gaps are looking like this time around. Oh dear, pulling up already.
The Honda is singing, absolutely nailed it. Very good.
That's lap record pace, actually, if it were a player.
Unreal.
Right now you've got, what, 5 outfits fighting it out for third. Wouldn't that be a story if Dave Molyneux looked it on the podium this afternoon? And he is up for this one. He's up for the fight.
Braking hard now. Oh, yeah.
What?
That was a big jump, all 3 wheels.
Love that footage.
That's so committed, that bike's loud.
Wow! That's under lap record pace. They've got ahead of Ben and Kev on the road.
Lap record might be on.
Oh, they're just outside by a 10. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. What a performance. Will they join the 120 club as well? They celebrate over the line and they do join the 120 club.
Yeah, TT 2024. Not bad.
I'm so happy. I'm so thankful to Kev. He did a mega job.
I'm delighted. I didn't expect it, so over the moon. Absolutely amazing to do that. An absolute dream come true.
Yeah, the Manx took over today, didn't they? Massive thank you to Chris Bowman and his team for all the dedication he puts into his sidecar. It's unbelievable.